This is the Patient Assessment Medical Skill. In this skill, you will have 15 minutes to perform your assessment, patient interview, and voice treat all conditions discovered. You must conduct your assessment as you would in the field, including communicating with your simulated patient. You may remove the simulated patient's clothing down to his or her shorts or swimsuit if you feel it is necessary. As you progress through this skill, you should state everything you are assessing. Specific clinical information not obtainable by visual or physical inspection, for example, blood pressure, must be obtained from the simulated patient just as you would in the out-of-hospital setting. You may assume you have 2 partners working with you who are trained to your level of care. They can only perform the interventions you indicate necessary, and your preceptor will acknowledge all interventions you order. Your preceptor may also supply additional information and ask questions for clarification purposes.
Check to make sure that the scene is safe.
It is.
Just one patient.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith. Good morning, sir.
Oh, what's going on?
Well, we're from the ambulance service. Your wife called and said you were not feeling well today. Tell me what's going on.
I don't feel good. I've been throwing up this morning.
Okay, so you're throwing up some this morning. How many times have you thrown up?
3 or 4 times.
Wow, that doesn't make you feel very good, does it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do you take any medicines, Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir, I sure do. I take an aspirin and I take my insulin every morning.
Okay, but you've not taken anything for the nausea and for the vomiting?
No, sir, I haven't been able to keep nothing down.
All right, well, let's get you checked out a little bit. We're going to take some vital signs, and since you take insulin, you're diabetic, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to check your blood sugar, too, so give us just a minute here. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there any reason why I can't take the blood pressure on this side?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not on dialysis or anything like that?
No.
Okay. While I'm taking the vital signs, I'm going to have my partner get with the patient's wife and get his medications, see which insulin he's on.
All right.
All right, so your blood pressure's looking pretty good this morning. That's good. You're not hurting anywhere, are you?
No, sir.
Is that nausea and vomiting?
Yes, sir.
Checking out pretty good so far. Let's get that finger stuck and see what your blood sugar is.
Okay.
Did you eat anything this morning?
I did, but it didn't stay down.
Oh, and you said you did take your insulin?
Yes, sir. Every morning.
Did you check your blood sugar before you took your insulin?
No, sir.
Okay. Probably a good idea for us to do that, huh?
I reckon.
Yeah. Well, I'm not fussing, just trying to help you, remember to do some things like that, okay?
Okay.
You ever felt like this before? You ever woke up nauseated like this and vomiting and couldn't keep anything down?
Yeah, I had once or twice before.
Anytime recently, or has it been a while?
It's been a while.
How often do you check your blood sugar?
Once a day.
Okay, just ain't got around to it today.
Uh-huh.
How much does it usually run?
It's usually about 90.
Okay, well, good. Sounds like the insulin works real good for you. Are you ready for this?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Ow.
Sorry. All right.
40 is what your glucometer reads.
Mr. Smith, your blood sugar seems to be mighty low this morning. Might be the reason you're feeling so sleepy and groggy. It may even be why you're a little bit nauseated. Kind of feel like we need to take you on to the hospital and get you straightened out a little bit. Is that okay?
If Miss Martha says I can.
Well, when we talked with her coming in, she said whatever we needed to do was okay with her. She was just real concerned about you. So me and my partner's going to kind of load you up right quick and get you on out to the ambulance. Now, we're going to do a couple other things once we get out there. We're going to start an IV on you and see can we get you some sugar into your system to get your blood sugar up a little bit where you feel better. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right, so me and my partner are going to take and we'll move our patient over onto our stretcher so that they don't have to walk to the ambulance, gather up all of their stuff, get them on out into the ambulance. So am I at the ambulance now?
You are now.
Okay. Once we get into the ambulance, I'm going to reassess my patient. Mr. Smith, how are we feeling now? Mr. Smith, put a little pain. No response?
No response.
All right. So do I still have a good pulse?
Yes.
Patient still breathing adequately?
Everything is as you find it.
Okay. Partner, I think the sugar's dropped on out. Instead of doing another D-stick, let's go ahead and get an IV on the patient using an 18 gauge. Go ahead and run some normal saline. I noticed when I was talking to him a little bit, he seemed to be a little bit dehydrated. His tongue looked a little dry and things, and since he's been vomiting and everything this morning. So let's go ahead and bolus him with about 250 milliliters of fluid. And once we know that the fluid's running in good, we're going to go ahead and give him some D50. So you go ahead and get the IV, I'll get the D50 out of the box, and we'll be ready to go. So while my partner starts IV, I'll go ahead and get out the D50, put it together.
Okay, you do that.
Do I have an IV?
You do.
All right, I'm going to give the, since it's on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and give that to my partner. Partner, go ahead and push this D50.
How much D50 you pushing?
Go ahead and push the whole thing. That's 1 amp. That's 25 grams. Should be all 50 milliliters of the D50.
All right, and the process, your patient says, what's going on?
Mr. Smith, I see you back with us. How you feeling?
I'm a little groggy, I guess.
Okay. Well, you kind of went to sleep on me a little bit. I think your blood sugar dropped down low enough that you just couldn't stay awake anymore. So we've gone ahead and we've given an IV and we've given you some D50. That's the glucose. It's kind of like a liquid sugar that we give when people's blood sugar drops out real low, and it seems like it's worked pretty good. But you know what? We need to go on to the hospital and get this nausea and vomiting under control so that you can eat like you need to and take insulin and get back into the feeling a little bit better. That's still okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to take the patient with all of his meds and onto the hospital. We're going to reassess, go ahead and reassess the blood sugar after I've given the D50. I'll reassess his vital signs en route to the hospital and keep a close eye on him. And depending on the length of travel to the hospital, we're going to check him at least once every 5 minutes.
All right, come on back to the classroom and we will debrief.